Hello guys, in today's video I am going to be showing you 14 builds, tips, and tricks for Plastic Battlegrounds. I've spent a while collecting and making all these so that you guys could I don't know, I guess just build a little bit better in some ways and do better if you're in a fight against other players. But yeah, spent a while on this, and I hope these help you. But I hope you guys enjoy today's video, and yeah. Hello guys. So now that the intro's done, let's get straight into our first tip. So what you're gonna want to do is go on your menu and select an F4 prop, or I guess any plane, but yeah. Then you hop on, and then you take your mover tool. You can find this in the weapons. If you go down, no, that's the grappling gun. You go down to, yeah, I have a lot of secret weapons, but you see prop mover tool right here should be the orange one. But basically, you're gonna grab onto this, and then you're gonna do this, and look, and it's gonna start flying. I've seen a lot of people do this. I'm really bad at it though. Yeah, I will try to make you automatically grab because the plane's too heavy, and it still does weight for some reason. But yeah, that's essentially what you can do. For multiplayer lobbies, you just have to check if the host has anyone spawning on, and there's a small chance. Some lobbies I've seen these in the spawn menu, others I haven't. So if you're making your lobby, put these in the map before you save it, and then when you get in, then you can spawn a jet, grab the prop mover tool that you put down, and then you can do this one. Okay, for the next tip, so this is actually from my good friend Hudson. Essentially, what you're gonna do, okay, well this is his version, but I have a better version. I'm just gonna show you his in case you wanna do this. But he originally found this just randomly while we were playing. I mean, it said, hey, I was flying or something, and I thought he said there's a fly. But essentially, what he figured out is actually, if you grapple on something and then you pull like this, you can fly. And you just point both of them where you want to go. But for me, I found a much better way of doing this more recently. So essentially, you take this, you grapple onto your hand, and then you pull like this, and then you can even do this like Superman. You see? Super cool. I honestly prefer this one over the jet one just because I'm better and it's more fun to me. But yeah. Okay guys, so for this next tip, I'm going to show you how to become a bomber plane in Plastic Battlegrounds. Yeah. So essentially, what you're going to want to take is your trusty lighter, and then you're going to want to take your nice firecracker, and you're also going to want a grapple gun for this. But essentially, what you're going to do is you're going to set the lighter down. I find that this works better. Look, let's say you have your army of nasty tans over there. Well, what you're gonna want to do, no, not nasty, but, okay, but you're gonna light it, and then you're gonna grapple away, and then you're gonna come down, and then I recommend dropping straight down, dropping it, and then flying away. Oh, I missed. Okay, but essentially, let me try them. Okay, I'm gonna hit this first. Let's see. So, oh, that's no, you're not supposed to be. Get back. Okay, he's gone. Okay. Sorry, I thought I already had that. But you're gonna go into weapons, go down, and then make sure it's unlit if you're in single player, but in multiplayer, you can just find it in the recommended really quickly. But let's try this again. So you take it, light it, you go, and you're gonna drop down, drop it, fly away, and then, boom. Look, I just knocked out that in almost all of them. Oh, never mind. Look, I knocked out a few, but these guys are gas mask soldiers, so they might be a little bit stronger. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, tip number 4. This one is a decent bit like the last one. This one, you're probably not going to make it out. So make sure you have your grapple gun once again. But this time, you're also going to want to grab any gun, but I recommend using a small gun because it makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to use the 1911, put it right there, and then you're going to go in the props. You're going to spawn a battery, And then look, so essentially what you're gonna do is you're gonna find your target. And this one you don't have a delay, so you don't have to try and get there as quickly as possible like with the firecracker one. But essentially you're gonna grapple, and you have to be careful because it might like stop, like launch the grapple out of your hand while you're doing. But essentially you're gonna come in, you're gonna grapple in at your enemies, you're gonna drop that, take the pistol, and then you're gonna shoot it, and then it's gonna blow up. It will kill you too, but you'll get a decent amount of that. So yeah. Okay guys, so for this next tip, I'm going to show you how to have defense on the go. So essentially, what you're going to want to do, you're going to take a large... So essentially what you're going to want to do is take a big crate, and then take a gun that you can wield with one hand, so like don't be carrying around that, or like really big guns. Just take like a small one that you can wield with one hand, like let's say if you wanted to do the Imperial Cobbler. This thing's pretty nice. Essentially, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick this up, and it'll almost work like a riot shield almost. You just gotta make sure you try and keep it in front of you. Doesn't block all bullets, just so you know. So yeah. But okay, let's actually test this. I have tried testing it before in multiplayer lobbies. So yeah, let's turn on AI. Look, it's blocking most of the bullets, I think. See? Blocks them. We're getting hit a few, and they're shooting a lot of bullets. See? Just go in, shoot them up, you can't get me. See, I took all them out, and I only lost 25 HP because of this riot shield right here. So yeah, I highly recommend using this. Yeah, maybe like the Imperial Cobbler. Here's what this next, I'm gonna show you how to make like this nice cover. So essentially, you're gonna take two big ammo crates, put one here, stack another one on top. Then you're gonna so this is good for multiplayer, but essentially, and then you're gonna take a barrel, put it right here, another barrel, put it right here, then put a small crate here. It's gonna be tilted, but that'll fix it later. Yeah, it's like tilted. And then you're gonna want to take one, put it at an angle on this, and then put one right here. And then essentially what that's going to do is it's going to give you 3 little peepholes for shooting, which means you could have like 3 people on your team shooting through this. Because if I take a gun, take this gun, and then let's turn on AI, and then look, so, oh! But essentially, like a lot of bullets, and you'd be able to shoot little peepholes, but yeah. Okay guys, so next I'm going to give you some building tips. So first I'm going to show you how to make a bush. I'm sure you've probably already seen this one, but essentially you're going to take a pineapple, you're going to freeze it, like you hold the right trigger while you're holding something to freeze it, if it's already frozen, and then you're going to take it, you're going to sink it into the ground until only that is like little like leaves at the top, I want to say. Yeah, and then you can make like a field of bushes and stuff, or like bushes to hide in. And these are like physicals, like will stop bullets, I guess. And then this one you can do like a tiny one. This one doesn't work as well, but essentially you can take it and you can do a small bush. And one thing you can even do is you can take this, put it in this bush. You can get it lined up right. It's kind of hard, so I suggest first. Sure, the red's gone pretty much. Sinking down. Putting this in, and then you get like a little bit more detail to your bush. But that will take a lot longer though. Okay, next tip. So the next tip I have for you is I want to give a big thanks to Wolf X3. I was playing on a map he made when I saw these 2 build hacks. But essentially first I'm gonna show you how to make some shelves. I've seen these used, I think, twice. Actually, using them in one of my maps that I'm working on for like something special project. Let me find. Where is it? Am I blind? I think. Ah, here it is. Look, you're gonna take a plastic bench and you're gonna lock it in place, and then you're gonna set it down on the ground. You're gonna take another one, lock it in place, and then put it on top of that one. And then you can stack this as high as you want, and then you get a really nice looking shelf. And then you can like put stuff on there, like weapons and stuff, like look, I'll show you. You can even put a battery on it, which I think is super cool. Take it, like a battery on like the top shelf, you know. And you can spawn like, if you're like you wanted, like let's say like you're like a multiplayer and you don't want people like spawning weapons and you already have weapons you want them to use, and you can just spawn some weapons. You just see like these are on the shelf. You can just put them on the shelves, you know. It's kind of hard in this mode, but yeah. Put guns on the shelves, you can grab them and they can go and fight and stuff. Okay, time for the next hit. This one, also big thanks to Wolf X3, yeah. So essentially, what you're gonna want to do is you're going to want to take a bucket, you're gonna put it up in the sky, and you're gonna lock it. And you're gonna take another bucket, put it up in the sky, and then you're going to lock it in place. I think yeah, about right there. Like now you have this, then you're gonna find the F4, you're gonna lock it, and then you're gonna put it right here, and then you're gonna take another one. Oh, I broke that one. You're gonna take another one. Be careful with these when you're putting them down, and then put it like this. And then once you have like, you don't have to line out, I'm just gonna do that. Then you have like this, and then you can attach whatever you want to the bottom. But essentially how you're gonna do it, for attaching stuff, you're gonna take a fork, you're gonna put it right in there, and then you're going to attach what you want. So you can attach like, say like you want to attach like a crate to it, if it's carrying cargo. I'm not gonna build this right now because I don't want it to take too long, but you can attach like a bay where like people can be in or like shoot from. And then you can take like a tank, and you can have it so like it's carrying a tank into battle, which is super cool. So yeah. Yeah. Okay guys, for this next one, I'm gonna show you how to make a super cool tank. So essentially, it doesn't require a lot, but it is kind of hard to do. So essentially, what you're gonna do, I'm gonna try to do my best to show this, but gonna want to take a prop tank, not a real tank. Yep, so prop tank, you want to freeze it. Make sure to line it up as best as you can with the ground. There we go. Then, first thing that I like to do is grab first the curved sandbag, put it on the back. Now with this design, you can modify this however you want. Just, I don't 100% expect you to leave credit or something or anything, but it would be nice to if you like, do it like Plastic Battlegrounds for like the Sunday deal, or like do it for a map you can maybe, yeah actually, never mind. It's fine. I'm making this so you guys can use it, so I don't require credit, it's fine. Okay. Just put this down here. See? And then, there's actually a really good run, but then take mediums, put them on the side of the wheels. Now you're gonna want to make sure you get this right the first time, because sometimes if you grab it, it might mess with the tank track, or like the tank, and like you might move into a spot you don't want it. Put this right here. I'm not sure if I already said this, but yeah, you can just modify this however you want. But yeah, just take some of these and put these in the back if you want to, or not. You can just keep to that design. Just take that. And then now that you have this, then you're gonna take some barrels and you're gonna slide it on. Now try to get this the best lined up you can, because if you mess up, you can have the tank. Maybe, oh, I think now it's online, so I'm gonna try and grab it. There we go. Grab it and then make sure that it goes up to right here, and then line up the best you can with the barrel. All you really have to do to make this look nice is just make sure that this isn't showing. Just try and line the rest of these up. Now, the barrels do have two sides, so make a darker side and a lighter side, so I guess I would try to flip it up on the lighter side for almost all the barrels. That one I just didn't do it. I'm trying to hit this thing. And I just realized I actually forgot one sandbag, so before you do the barrel probably, you're going to want to take one more small one, lock it, and pop it right here. And also make sure that these are even. This will look a little bit better when these are even. Oh, there we go. That's why it looked different, because two different sides like that. Then once you got that, then take this, put it right here in between them. And then, let me check. Voila, you have your new custom tank. So yeah, use this as you please. Okay guys, so this next tank is super cool, but also pretty hard to make. This is it. I don't really have a name for it. I kind of want to say a transport tank because it almost looks like it has like supplies on the side and like fuel in the back. I don't know. Maybe I should make that like a fuel tank, or maybe just have it be like fuel, like it's like moving the fuel. Essentially, how you're gonna make this one is just like the last one. You're gonna spawn an M34 Patton prop. You're gonna put it down on the ground, make sure it's lined up to the ground. And then I like to do this fuel canister first. Where is it? The gas tank. And then basically how you're gonna want to do this is you're gonna want to make sure that it's lined up with like the engine, like a little bit on each side, like that. Okay. And then I want to take two large crates, put one right here, grab another, take it, put it right here. Come on. Okay. I guess you want to make sure it's not jutting out. Gotta pop this one out a little bit more. And this one a little bit. There we go. Okay, and you're gonna take two of these medium-sized crates, put them right here. Make sure they're a decent bit down from that. So yeah. Okay, next, go down, grab some straight sandbags. Put one right here. Yep, put one right there. Go on the other side. Put one in the same exact spot. On this side. Make sure. Looks right. Nope. Back a little bit. Yeah, that's good. And then, just like the last one, you're gonna take some mediums. You're gonna put them right here in front of the tank treads. Oh, yeah. In case forgot, locking is hold right trigger until you feel like a little rumble, I want to say, like a little like vibrate. Okay, then go up. Actually, let's do this next part again. Takes two dragon tooths and put them right here. Now make sure that their sides aren't sticking out. Just try get this the best you can. This one could be a little better. There we go. Once you have these, then you're gonna come up here, do a large crate, pop it in between these. Yep. And then you're gonna take, I probably could have lined that one out better, but yeah. Then you're gonna want to put a crate right here, and then take this and pop this one right here. Just gonna shift it down a little. Yeah, okay. And then once you have that, make sure I got all the details on the tank. Okay, then we're gonna make the cannon. So essentially, you're gonna come down, and you're gonna get 2 straight ones, lock it, and put it right there. Take another one. I guess put it in a little bit more. Well, like you can have the barrel length as long or short as you want it to be. I'm gonna do it to this length because this length looks nice. Okay, then you're gonna go, and you're gonna like barbed wire on the first page. And then, how I like to do this is, I like to have it to where one is jutting up the side and one is poking up the top. Oh, and then you also gotta make sure that the little barbs are sticking on the top, and then grab another one and do the same thing on the opposite side. So take it, put it in, barb sticking out like that, and then you have your, well, not yet, because there's still one final detail after I get this lined up. Essentially, you're going to want to get this lined up, and then one more small detail right under, wait, oh far, it's kind of hard, I got it first try last time, yeah. Okay, and then, so yeah, here is your super cool tank design. You can do whatever you want this, modify it, however, I don't really care, just do what you want with it. Okay guys, so for this next one, I'm going to show you how to make some really cool, like, crashes. So, do your crashes, like, look more like this, just like in the ground and stuff? Or like, just like, or do they just look like this? In a building, just like down in a building like this? Well, there's better ways of doing it. So you can do this with almost any vehicle, but essentially what you're gonna do is you're gonna put this in tail first, and then you're gonna grab another one. Okay, just trust me on this. Take another one, lock it too, and then take it, and then put in so only the tail is sticking out. And then make sure the propeller isn't sticking out. And then do this. So look, and then you have like this kind of cool like bent tail kind of design. And this even works inside of a building. It's like if you wanted this, you could do this. And then you could do this. Oh, I kind of messed up on that. Look, and then you can do it like this, which I think is super cool. Just gotta make sure you line it up right, and then probably stick this one in a little bit more. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? Now, I will show you a little bit better one later on, but essentially I'm just showing you that you can do this. Like, you can do this with any of them. Like, you can take a jet, stick it in the ground like this, and then take another jet, stick it in the ground like this, and then you can do that. And then what I've seen some people do is they'll take rocks and they'll build almost like this like destroyed terrain around it, kind of. This really works if like your terrain is already like this, and then you can just like shape it as if there was like, as if like the jet like crashed here. You could do like a sort of like, do like, I want to see like a path, and then like a rock. See, and then just do like a rock, and then you could do like a bundle of rocks at the end, as if like, see like that. And I think this looks like super cool right here. And then for like, you can do this with almost anything. Like, you could take a truck, stick it in, you line this up right, you got yourself like a truck that you could have like something like collapsing. Like you could have like a watchtower like this, just like collapsed on it, and then look at that. That's just so cool. Like you can literally do this with like any vehicle. Do it with like a tank. Have like the tank in the ground, and then okay, the tank you gotta put it in really far. You can do like that, you know, like that's kind of cool. Just stuff like that. Like you can do it like literally anything. So yeah. On to the next one. Okay, guys, for this next one, I'm gonna show you how to make a really cool bridge, like a decent. Well, it's decent. Yeah, but let's do this. So, you're gonna take some tables. First, you're gonna build the main bridge across. Now, this can be whatever length. Doesn't really matter. This looks a little bit better if it's like 3 or 4 long. Then we take this, and then you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do a reverse table directly under it, like this. And you're gonna do that, and then take another one. This kind of. Yeah, but just do the same for the other side. Just don't want it to be sticking out from the top of the bridge. Take that. And then you have like your bridge pretty much, like that looks nice. And then take it and then just put one of these on the side and make sure that it's wide enough, that the whole side is like wide enough for someone to walk on. Test. Take it and then walking across, see? Works. Take your gun. Yeah, and then you could do like, there's like a huge, like you just do like, top of like the city battle. Like you could just be like fighting across like the rooftops, like the bridges, like fighting people across the bridges and stuff. But yeah. Okay guys, like I said earlier, I was gonna show you how to make a really cool helicopter wreck. Now this is mainly for like specific situations, because for this to look well, like good when you do it, you have to make sure that you have like this kind of shape of a house and leave one open slot right here. And essentially what you're going to do is first you're going to take your helicopter, you're going to lock it, and you're going to put it right inside here. You're going to put it in kind of like however you want, kind of like this, you know. It's kind of like you can't really do the other one like this type of wreck with this one, but yeah. And then this is where like the creativity comes in. You're just gonna start. You're gonna do like sandbags like this. So just kind of like do like something like this. Then just make it look like the helicopter just came in and slammed into the wall like that. That's what you're gonna do. And then you're gonna like take like some up on the top, maybe take it like this, and then have like just like a lot of this just like everywhere. And just do this like with the walls and stuff, you know. Make like the walls like solid down to here if you want. Just to make it look like it actually did just like slam through here stuff. you can get it right, it looks really good if you can get it right. I know, like, I cut it, but that's because, I wanted to take a bit to actually make this and show you just how good it is. But this is it, look. Like, I put down, like, some rocks for, like, some rubble at the bottom, which looks really cool. And it's like, hanging from the ceiling, used for, like, the little bars, you know? That are, like, I guess, like, walls, I think. Maybe like, just concrete, but yeah. And then, putting, like, some tank traps for this. I put some on the helicopter too, and then I put like this. And then I did like a curved sandbag, so then it looks like the helicopter got stopped by that. Put some back here. It looks really nice, and then I made it like the ceiling is like cut off and like it's all like, falling down, and it just looks sweet. So yeah, you can do whatever you want with this. This is a more of like a creative one. You just gotta use your imagination on how you want this to look. But yeah. Okay guys, so this is going to be the last tip for the video. I'm going to show you how to make smoke. If you've made it this far, thank you for making it through this video. I'm not sure how long it's going to be when I'm done editing, but essentially, how you're going to make the smoke is you're going to take this, you're going to put like cubes in like different like varying ways going up. And you can do this on whatever you want. You can do it on Rex, you can do like a factory and do this. You're just gonna keep doing this, and then it makes almost like this smoke cloud effect, which I really like. Look at this, like you have this. You can do this on like literally anything. I could do this on like a hole in the building if I wanted to. I could do it like, on a building or something. Like there's like a fire going on in this building or something. Make it look like it's like streaming out of the windows by like doing this, you know, just like popping it out, and then just, like doing like some smoke like that. Just doing that on like all like the windows, and then like moving this over to like this hole right here, you know. Then you can just like do like this. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down below any tips and tricks that you have, so that I can either do like another one of these, or just so people can like look in the comments and then like see those. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed all these. I hope you've enjoyed like all like these builds that I've showed you, like the flying stuff. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you will use these in your maps for yourselves. But yeah, I've been collecting like tips and tricks over a while and builds to do this. So yeah, and like just like making builds and finding builds and stuff. But yeah, it's like I said, just message me if you have any tips you'd like me to include in like another video and stuff. But I actually have a project that I'm going to be doing soon once I finish a few maps, and then I'm going to do a very big project with hopefully 2 of my friends. Let's just say it's got something to do with Film Corps, but yeah, and I'm probably gonna do something like that, but yeah. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I know I've said that a lot, but I really do mean it. Thank you so much for watching this, and I will see you guys in the next one.